Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine rain. Not a storm, just rain. Falling steadily on leaves, on a rooftop, on still water. Something happened just then, didn't it? Something in your body shifted. Something loosened. You did not decide to feel calmer. It simply happened. Today, we find out why. Why the sound of rain, of all the sounds in the world, reaches something so deep in us that even imagining it begins to change our physiology. The answer is stranger and more beautiful than you might expect.
There is a category of sound that scientists call pink noise. Not white noise, which you may have heard of. The flat, undifferentiated hiss of a fan or a television between channels. Pink noise is different. Pink noise has structure. Its energy decreases gradually as frequency increases. Lower frequencies carry more power. Higher frequencies carry less. It is, in mathematical terms, a 1/f pattern. And in perceptual terms, it sounds like the natural world. Rain is pink noise. Ocean waves are pink noise. Wind through a forest is pink noise. Rustling leaves. A river over stones. Almost every sound that the natural world has been producing for millions of years falls into the category of pink noise. And the human brain responds to pink noise in a way it responds to almost nothing else.
When the brain receives pink noise, something specific happens in the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex is the part of the brain responsible for what neuroscientists call the default mode network. This is the network that activates when we are not focused on an external task. It is the part of the brain that replays the past, that rehearses difficult conversations, that generates the low-level anxiety that most adults carry through their days, like background static they have stopped noticing. Pink noise, and rain specifically, occupies just enough of the auditory cortex to quieten the default mode network, without demanding focused attention. The brain is not ignoring the rain, it is listening to it. Just enough. And in that just enough, the loop of self-referential thought loses its grip. Studies measuring cortisol levels in participants exposed to rainfall sounds show a reduction within 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Not hours, not days of practice. 8 minutes of rain measurably lowers the primary stress hormone in the human body.
But the science does not stop at neurotransmitters, because there is a deeper question underneath this one. Why would the human brain evolve a positive response to rain at all? The answer takes us back further than civilization, further than agriculture, further than the first cities or the first tools. For the vast majority of human evolutionary history, 200,000 years and more, rain meant something precise. It meant water, and water meant survival. Our ancestors who heard rain and moved toward it found rivers replenished, found animals gathering at new water sources, found the landscape softened and productive. The brains that registered rain as a signal of abundance survived. The brains that did not were less likely to. Over hundreds of thousands of years, the human nervous system learned to associate the sound of rain with safety, with resource, with the particular relief of a need being met before you even knew you were thirsty. That association is still running, inside you, right now. When you hear rain, you are not just hearing water falling. You are hearing 200,000 years of survival, telling you everything is going to be all right.
Not all rain affects us the same way. Heavy rain, the kind that drums on a roof during a summer storm, produces higher amplitude pink noise, more energy, more complete occupation of the auditory field. It tends to produce a deeper state of mental quiet, because it leaves less room for competing thought. Light rain, a gentle, persistent drizzle, sits lower in the frequency range, softer, more intimate. Studies suggest light rain is more effective for falling asleep, while heavier rain is more effective for focused concentration. Rain on different surfaces changes the quality of the sound entirely. Rain on leaves is warmer, more complex. Rain on stone is sharper, more rhythmic. Rain on still water produces a sound that researchers describe as uniquely multidimensional, because each drop creates its own micro-environment of ripples and air bubbles, each vibrating at a slightly different frequency. The rain you find most calming is almost certainly the rain of your childhood. The particular surface, the particular rhythm, the particular safety of a world that was smaller and seemed to know what it was doing.
The research on rain and human cognition has expanded considerably in recent years. A study published in the journal Scientific Reports found that participants who slept with pink noise playing showed a significant increase in slow-wave sleep, the deepest and most restorative phase of the sleep cycle, compared to those who slept in silence. Their memory consolidation was measurably better, their subjective sleep quality was higher, and they woke with lower cortisol than the control group. Separate research into focus and productivity found that pink noise at moderate volume improved performance on tasks requiring sustained attention by a statistically significant margin. Not because it stimulated the brain, but because it prevented it from stimulating itself. The endless internal commentary, the interruptions of unfinished thought. The rain held the auditory space, so that the thinking mind could finally do its work.
I want to suggest something. The next time it rains and you are somewhere you can hear it, stop what you are doing. Not for long. 8 minutes. That is all the research requires. Put down the phone. Move away from the screen. Find a window if you can, or simply close your eyes and listen. Not for anything specific, not with any goal. Just let the sound reach you. Let the pink noise do what it has always done to the nervous system of every human being who ever stood in the rain, or heard it on a roof, or felt it begin and exhaled. Your brain already knows what to do. It has been doing this for 200,000 years. The rain is not new, and neither is this feeling. Subscribe to Earth Unpacked. Every week, one question about the natural world, answered with real science and the care it deserves. Next week, what lives beneath a forest floor? The answer will change how you walk through every forest for the rest of your life. Take care of yourself.